but we are live here and not really prepared. So this is going to be uncharacteristic, but this live is going to have to start with some adjustments and giving people time to show up, as we do have some important topics to cover. Most importantly, let's make sure we can be heard. So if anybody's watching, please go ahead and hit the chat. Let me know what the audio's like. Good,
for me too.
Bad, indifferent, one
if
way
you
or
can
the
hear
other.
us both.
That would be very helpful. And yeah, because I want to make sure that you guys can hear exactly what I have to tell you, which is very, very important, folks.
Boston, the answer is yes. All right, Rose Red said sounds perfect.
What's the answer? What was the question?
The question was, are you and Squirrely married?
Oh, Squirrely married.
Squirrely girl. That's what Grace calls me over on my channel, Squirrely girl.
All right, so we've got, you know what? Let's just address the elephant in the room. Let me pull up my notes here.
So that's not a nice way to describe your wife, but okay, it's fine.
Apologize for all the lies, folks. And this has actually become very clear. I don't know if I can get this.
The video is not very clear. The downside to it being kind of cloudy, gross here in Okaloosa versus sunny.
All right,
Sorry.
so the cool thing is, sort of, we've got new phones coming.
Yes, that is definitely the cool thing, because you'll be able to see us in future videos.
We got new Samsung Galaxy S20, S3,
S23 Ultras.
Ultra. I was just going to say a bunch of numbers and letters.
That's how it works.
We got new phones coming. So those new phones should provide with a much better
visual. Yes.
As I move this.
Hi, how you doing?
See if we can.
What's up?
Let's see if we can do this like this.
Look, I'll just lean over your shoulder. Hi. No, this works. This is totally great. I just pop over your shoulder every once in a while.
Right here.
It's cool.
We're gonna make this work. That's a little bit better.
Okay, so much better. Hi, how's it going? You
Yeah.
can't see the wave. Well, you couldn't see the waves before anyway.
Yeah.
We're on the beach technically, and the waves are back there. But with the way the lighting is, meh.
Yeah. So the new phones have better cameras that are supposed to help with this contrast issue that I seem to create
I was about to say it's not me, it's you.
for the most part. So, apologize for all the lies, folks, because apparently that's what I've been doing.
No, I need a little info, because this is what happens. He says, let's do a live stream. I have no clue what's about to happen, what he's talking about.
I was watching Economic Ninja.
Okay.
Today.
Economic? See, this is we have this discussion. Is it economic or economic?
I was going to call him by his real name, but we'll say Ninja. And I was watching him, and he was doing a live stream, or it was a live stream that was done. But either way, I think he called somebody a name, like a headline replier or something. Anyway, I have apparently been lying, but I can't take all the blame for it because we've all been doing it. But based on how some people will click on a video, only read the headline,
Oh gosh.
and make a form an opinion based on that, which I actually saw it this morning. I posted a video. It was over 40 minutes long. And within 1 minute, within 60 seconds, there was a comment that said, "Can you please explain something?" And I'm like, well, why don't you just watch the video?
Yeah. I get that all the time too. Now, I think it's because people get excited, like they see that you have popped up and they want to tell you something they know. So they type it out before they watch the video. I get it all the time too. Like I put up one yesterday talking about the situation with the water in Philadelphia right now because of the Delaware River and the paint chemical spill technically. And that's what the video is about. There's like 4 minutes of stuff before it though. And there was a lot of comments. Oh, did you hear? Did you hear? Did you hear? Why do you keep moving it? Everything's perfect.
Over here.
Okay, fine. They're like, did you hear? Did you hear? And I literally want to go, but that's what the video is about. Just watch the video. But I understand the excitement that people get when they see something pop up and they have information and they want to be able to share it with you. Sometimes they will comment before they watch things. There's nothing wrong with that.
It's better.
Okay, cool.
I think it's better. I don't know if they caught you. You got a special guest here.
Oh yeah, we got the kid over here eating some French fries, dipping it in
your
a
hair
salted
in this
caramel.
drink?
Oh, probably because my hair's going everywhere out
All right,
there.
as long as it's
yeah,
yours.
that's me on the outside there. Yeah, sorry, my bad.
All right, but anyway, the thing is that keywords, folks, oftentimes get used to abuse the audience.
Keyword McStuffin.
Keywords can be used to abuse the audience, but also sometimes the audience doesn't necessarily give it a chance to really evaluate and like ingest and then determine. So, but oftentimes I've seen it. Creators will like to just toot their own horn, toot toot, and
Beep beep.
and use these keywords to abuse the audience. Now, anybody who wants to know more about that, please contact me directly, because I don't feel as though this would be a conversation that would be appreciated by other creators if I were to basically share with the world how you can abuse keywords for the algorithm.
I get yelled at all the time because most of my titles, y'all, I make my titles real simple. They are doing something, and then I tell you what they're doing something to, because it's what the whole video is about. They are doing something to the water, the land, the soil, the air, the people, the whatever. And people are like, why don't you find a new title? Well, if it's not broke, why fix it? But also, I don't want to just throw out a bunch of random words and stuff. Like, it's pretty much the gist of what my videos are. They are doing something to whatever I'm talking
We got
about.
to talk about business. We got to talk about a lot of things, but one of which is Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A does something and they do it really well, and they do it 6 days out of the week. You know what they're not doing? They're not changing it.
They're not changing anything.
So
if it works, why fix it?
Free little nugget there for anybody trying to. I say that with a grain of salt because since December, YouTube's algorithm has changed drastically. So it doesn't really matter. I could tell you a whole bunch of things about YouTube and the algorithm, but it really wouldn't matter, because if you don't really know what's going on, then you won't be able to use that to your advantage, or possibly it's being used against you, and seeing your views diminish, seeing your subscriber count go down, or not gaining any subscribers, or possibly just seeing your reach drastically reduced, and ultimately your ad revenue and your income. What you got?
I was thinking if you took a sip while I took a sip, we look at like a 50s car hop. You know what I mean? If it was a milkshake.
Please don't
Only
snort.
spit in your
Please
drink.
don't snort in the rum runner. I mean,
Anything's possible.
but anyway, apologizing in advance and apologizing on behalf of others for abusing these
Don't
keywords.
apologize on behalf of me, though.
But heads up to the headline repliers, because when they hear things like "take your money out of the bank," this was also one of the things that Economic Ninja was talking about, or Economic Ninja was talking about. And he was like, look, guys, don't just read the headline and run with it. He was saying, briefly, I watched it, which we need to contact him. We need to get a
We haven't
video
talked to
going.
him in a minute.
And he was like, look, I'm not telling you to take it out of the bank, because that would ultimately just cripple the whole banking industry. This fractional reserve mental construct of the banking industry would fall apart if everyone took their money out of the bank. I even did a whole video on it, which you guys probably didn't watch it, but it's there on the channel if you guys want to check it out, about how the banking system, literally, if you pull your money out by Monday, you'll be broke by Tuesday. And this is actually already happening without the bank runs, which I highly encourage you to watch my video from this morning, because it goes into greater detail about how that's happening, why it's happening, the Fed's control, central bank's control, as we move towards a CBDC, a central bank, and no more private banks. But he was saying, look, when I say, and I'm paraphrasing here, take your money out of the bank, it's to then diversify into other banks. Because if any one bank were to go down and it had 100% of your resources in it, and you're screwed. So why not diversify, take it out of one, spread it to others, and guess what? The fractional reserve banking system will still work the same way. It just won't have all of your eggs in one basket.
Which you should never have all your eggs in one basket anyway. That's like my life motto. I need to have that tattooed on me next. Never put all your eggs in one basket.
But maybe some people just don't have time, and I get it. I understand. I mean, shoot, I don't even know. Somebody, I think it was on YouTube, and somebody said they don't even have time to take a shower sometimes, which was kind of odd, because they're a creator. They have time to make videos and post them. Whatever. But I do think there's a lot to be said about people And in that light, their personal presentation and taking pride in their appearance, men and women. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you to go out and spend money, get your hair done, get your nails done, all that other stuff. All I'm saying is that there should be some pride.
6 days out of the week, I take pride.
Take
That one day out of the week, though, I'm like, you're getting a mom bun, no makeup. These clothes might be ones I slept in. I don't give a shit.
Take a shower once a week, whether you need it or not. And I would assume
Once a week?
I would
Holy
assume,
Jolie, you better stay away from me.
and I would assume if you're working hard, sweating your butt off, working on a farm, you might want to take a shower at least once a day. But hey, that's just a part of life, okay? And we shouldn't deprive ourselves of life's simple pleasures as we sit here and only anticipate and prepare for the doom and gloom to arrive. That, guess what, is already here
It's
for
been
some.
here. Yeah. It
In
just
some
depends on
form,
what you're
some way, shape, or form,
Yeah.
some instance.
Everybody has something that is doom and gloom for them. Us, y'all, everybody has something that is not going the way they want it to go, that they wish they could change or whatever else. But it doesn't mean you stop living life.
Think about it like this. She sent me 3 or 4 houses yesterday to look at. And she goes, these are the only houses, in our area that would even be considerations. And the worst part about it was we didn't really love any of them, and they all were over $1 million.
Yeah, it's just ridiculously
that
expensive.
is doom and gloom for us.
We're staying in the apartment, y'all.
But it's also for others, because I actually have some comments from this morning's video about people asking about the banks lending, the future of mortgages, their ability to buy a home. So it's not just us. It's not just here. It's not just our hyper-local market. It's not just $1 million and plus up real estate. This is all across the board. But hey, I think the beauty of it is that we are a team, and it's not just about one person, one half of the relationship. Theoretically, a man, out here. Necessarily, this is a generalization. This is an explanation of a dual income relationship, teamwork, and not necessarily just the man wanting a woman to sit at home, and tend the house or whatever it may be. This is working together as a team to put food on the table, because guess what, folks? Groceries aren't free.
Now, I will devil's advocate, because that's how I play over here. The woman staying at home, tending the home and family is just as important as the one who's also helping pull in money.
Well, it doesn't have to be the woman at home.
It
And this could be part of the team effort.
As long as it's a team effort all around, that's what matters. As long as it's not just one person doing literally everything, you're fine.
This has nothing to do with being cute or any of that stuff. Because, honestly, cute didn't just die. For some, unfortunately, cute was never alive.
Stop it. Stop. Y'all, he's an idiot, but I love him.
Anyway, my apologies, everyone, because I feel as though a lot of my titles have been misinterpreted, knee-jerk reactions. Think about it like this one. We will never shop in Walmart ever again.
Well, yesterday we shopped
Did anybody
at
watch that
Walmart.
video? That video got 160-something thousand views so far. Has anybody seen that video where we were discussing?
Walmart closing down. Okay, so here's the thing. Y'all, I'm going to put it out there for you, make life easy for you.
Which straw is mine?
Whichever one you put your mouth on.
I don't want your food.
We made a baby together. We can share a straw. So here's the thing. You're an idiot. So we are never shopping in Walmart again is a legit title, because Walmarts will go away. There will be no brick and mortar stores to go into and shop in anymore. So the title, you have to watch these videos in order for that title to really make sense to you. If you're just looking at it and then you see the 5 videos later, you're like, this bitch went to Walmart anyway. Well,
Thank you all
but
for watching. Thank you so much. But most importantly, comments are coming in yesterday or today from yesterday's video saying, oh, I thought you said you were never going to shop in Walmart. I thought you were never going to Walmart again.
Yeah. So
That is not. Therefore, if you read the title of the video that now has 160-some thousand views, you would assume that because I made a video yesterday in Walmart, I lied.
The lion ass running around out here. Sorry, I have potty mouth. Yeah, so it all comes down to you have to watch the video. Just like you can read the title of a book and make up your mind, but if you don't read the book, the title doesn't really make any dang sense.
No. Now that you're talking about books, that's the other thing. Can't you make your videos any shorter? Can't you just hurry up and get to the point?
Nope.
So what's
That
your
bothers the
analogy?
crap
What's
out
your
of me.
analogy for that?
Yesterday, okay, my analogy for this is, listen, I get it all the time because I'll make a video that's 30 minutes long. Sometimes it's an hour. Y'all, I could have gone 2 hours yesterday, but y'all would have crucified me in the comments, so I didn't. So it's an hour-long video, but people are like, you could get to the point much quicker. No, I can't. Like, that's the whole point. No, I can't. Like, you have to have the other stuff in there in order for the point to make sense. It's like picking up a book, read the very first paragraph, and then skip to the back paragraph, and you're done. You need the middle stuff for any of it to make sense. And if you're not willing to read the middle stuff, put down the book. Like, don't even pick up the book. That's how I feel about it. It's like watching a movie and going, this movie's 2 hours long. I don't really have that much time. Watch the last 7 minutes. It'll all make sense. No, you gotta watch the whole dang thing. That's how this works. You can't get to the point. If you could get to the point in 3 minutes, I don't even know what to tell you. That's called Cliff Notes. I don't know.
It literally makes zero sense.
It bugs me. That's, as y'all can tell, I get a little heated on that one.
I don't know
It
how
bugs
I
me.
could really eloquently
Is this your straw?
explain. Oh, I backwashed in it. So, jeez. So, yeah, this unfortunately, this title of this video, this live stream, the thumbnail, the title, it's all clickbait, folks. It was designed in a way to excite you, get you to want to watch this video to see what's wrong, what lies have been told. But if you don't actually really pay attention to what we have to say, then it really is clickbait. But at the end of the day, much like we are standing or sitting here at the beach and the waves are crashing, we got the pier over here. Let me see. I'm gonna turn it.
Squirrel tail.
I'll turn it. I don't know if you guys can actually see it because of the sun and the contrast. Maybe a little bit, but there's a pier over there. You got the waves. It is a red flag day, so the people shouldn't be in the water.
Yeah, there's people in the water. Let me also explain this to you, y'all. Just for y'all, because y'all love it when I say y'all.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, y'all. How y'all doing? So listen, when you go to the beach, you need to know before you get down on the sand exactly what the water is like. Just because it looks pretty and you're like, oh, that's adorable, it doesn't mean it won't kill you. So make sure you're looking at the flags. And if you see double red flags, red is bad. We all know this. Red means stop, red means don't go, red means all this other stuff, and it applies to the water also. So when you come to the beach, I don't care if you spent the last dime you have on a beach vacation and you really want to get in the water, is that where you want to die?
Well, the
Don't
problem is, I can tell you right now, just from a quick glance, who do you see in the water?
Children,
Kids.
parents letting their kids who aren't strong swimmers to begin with, who that riptide will just yank out there.
All right, but here's
It bothers me.
Here's my
Look,
devil's
I'll Karen all
advocate.
day
Here's my
long on
devil's
this
advocate.
topic.
They've come down from a northern state, great weather, spring break, money's on the line, time is running short. They got to get back to work, got to get back to multiple jobs. So they don't know, one, they want their money's worth. It could be pouring down raining, it could be 40 degrees out here. They would be in that water because they don't have it at home every single day. But then the second part of that is they don't have, like we watched that YouTube video of a girl learning how to drive in the UK.
Oh, it was scary. I'm glad we don't drive in the UK.
It was odd because it's on the wrong side of the road and you're trying to learn these rules.
To us, it's on the wrong side
Exactly.
of the road. This breeze out here and long hair do not mix.
So when you come here and this isn't your life, it's all new to you. You don't know all the rules. You don't know to look for flags. You just run out there and you're having a good time. But the point is that for the fishing that people are doing off the pier, they're using fish bait, okay? And
brings in the sharks.
And if you want
sharks and little children also don't mix.
Great white sharks off the coast,
How
off
come
the
there's
Gulf.
no great black sharks?
And they're just anyway. The bait that they use to catch the fish. Who says they're not great black sharks?
I'm just saying. They crack me up.
Actually, I think I would consider maybe the orcas because
They're not sharks.
but
They'll
they're
eat
black.
the crap out of you.
And they are killing sharks.
No,
They're killing
mixed.
sharks. They're killing sharks and they're eating their livers. Like it's the strangest thing.
Just the liver?
It's so specific.
Wait, the orcas?
It's strangely odd.
Kill sharks and eat their livers. Well, because wait, I almost wanted to do the Anthony Hopkins thing. That thing. I don't know how he does it, but that's the liver thing, right? Or is that fava beans?
Somebody said there's black tip. Anyway, we're getting way
Hey,
off topic
hey,
here. The point that I'm
hey.
trying to make is
PG
that
people,
if
PG.
you're going to be fishing, what are you going to use to catch the fish? You're going to use bait, okay? It would be like making a video and uploading it to YouTube without a thumbnail and without a title.
I did that once by accident. It didn't go
Every
over well.
title and thumbnail is essentially clickbait. Just some are more effective than others.
Yes.
And then others within that same right actually deliver on the clickbait title and thumbnail. But for the most part, you'll never know unless you actually watch the video.
True. I'm sorry, I'm distracted. I'm watching like a ton of people play volleyball and little children running around and really furry people that are shirtless walking on the beach. Furry people. I feel like that's a really hot way to spend the summer. Furry and at the beach.
However, I do think
Random.
that, well, if you shave it, it comes back thicker.
And itchier.
So, but I do think that YouTube is actually, this change I was saying you guys about since December, YouTube is actually doing this on purpose, intentionally. And at the end of the day, what I have realized and what I have noticed from my little neck of the woods, my corner of YouTube, is that views are down. Ignorance is up.
Fuck. Y'all, you don't even understand. You don't even understand.
Any creators watching that have a YouTube audience in their analytics on the back end of YouTube Studio, take a look at the most recent 15 videos that your audience has watched. I can pretty much guarantee it's not what it
Used to-
typically,
yeah, they don't make sense.
and what they are just feeding a bunch of ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about misreading titles and clickbait. I'm talking about like, I mean, granted, we do need to know about the terrible tragedies of the world, but do we really need 15 videos of people getting shot up in South Beach, Miami for spring break?
No. What?
Yeah.
I was reading comments. 15 people got shot up.
No.
in
I'm just saying
what?
15 videos. Like,
Oh.
there's
I was like, holy
an
crap.
abundance. Like, that's what they're serving people. Okay.
Well, they serve the people. Okay, they serve the people the stuff that they want them to
We
be
are-
scared about,
we
and
are
share
at
with
a
other
time
people, and whatever else.
of enormous pressure at the risk of a massive banking failure and collapse. People are broke. They can't afford to pay for high-priced necessities. Inflation is at an all-time high. The Fed is continuously raising interest rates. From the same audience that I'm getting comments of, I don't have money to do that. Why are we so concerned about South Beach, Miami vacation?
Well, because the algorithm. So, in the beginning of the pandemic, this is my thoughts, my opinions, y'all. Y'all have met me, y'all. This is how I work. In the beginning of the pandemic, YouTube wanted everybody to be scared, so they were pushing out the channels that were. You just double strawed it. I see what you did there. That's fine. That's fine. I'll get you back. They were pushing out fear everywhere, right? They wanted the scariest things going out, scariest channels, the things that made you want to stay home and not leave, the things that made you want to hoard your money and not spend it. And then it was the things that made you want to go out and buy as much as humanly possible. And now they don't want you focusing on these things anymore. They're like, no. Don't let them talk about the stock market. Don't let them talk about the banks. Don't let them talk about the food shortages or lack thereof. This food shortages went poof, gone. Y'all remember it was like massive, and then poof, gone. Just completely gone. Diesel, it was a huge topic, and then poof, gone. And then they moved, it was real estate for a minute, and then that's gone. And now the only thing that the algorithm or people seem to want to talk about is inconsequential, fluffy bullshit that doesn't even matter, like who wore what on South Beach, what celebrity did what with who, and like who cares? They don't want to show the things that would help people anymore. They don't want to show the things that impact everyday life for us or whatever else. They just want to show trivial, fluffy shit.
No, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. Now, granted, this isn't necessarily the case for all. Squirrel Tribe has had tremendous growth and gets great views, but that is it's a little different story there on why that happened. And if anybody wants to know, then for your channel or anything like that, just contact me directly. Let me know.
Or me, because it's my channel.
Do you know what it is?
No, I don't know anything.
Well, she's like, contact me and I'm going to ask Kevin.
Contact me and I'm going to ask Kevin. I'll let you know.
And, it can still, these opportunities exist for other creators, other channels, but it also depends on your content and your direction and your path, which I have a basic rule. I have 2 basic rules for anybody creating. So, again, let me know if you want to know more about that. to get your channels off the ground or improve your channel's growth, views, reach, and or income, revenue. But yeah, Squirrel Tribe is still popping, and Squirrel Tribe has a live stream scheduled. Squirrel Tribe 2.0.
No, 2.0. So no. Real quick though, please understand. 2.0. I need you to fully understand this. 2.0 is not the same as Squirrel Tribe. Squirrel Tribe is news and connecting dots, and it's serious, important stuff with a little bit of my sarcastic humor mixed in. 2.0 is literally just life and whatever the hell I want to put over there. We did vlogs of the family, whatever else. So don't bring negative energy to 2.0 because I will block you immediately, because that is my place to go unwind and just breathe and be and not have to focus on the negative things that are going on in this world. So if you need a place to go where it's just, as some people call it, just me talking about whatever and why are you doing this? Because I want to and because I can. Then please come over to Squirrel Tribe 2.0. But if you just want to go there to literally be an ass, please don't even bother.
Yeah,
don't even bother.
You know, and I will say, it's funny. How far are we into this? We're into this Joker for 26 minutes. Odds are that the trolls are not watching at 26 minutes. But what they don't know is that there's a little feature behind the scenes that we get to use and click, and we don't even have to be bothered with it anymore. But they don't know that it exists.
Okay. Huh?
For the comments that we don't want to see anymore.
Okay, yeah, I got it.
So
yeah.
Anyway, there's that perk too. So some of these folks are still out here. Like that lady yesterday. Yesterday, she was commenting on my video like every 30 seconds.
She was very unhappy. Very unhappy.
So
she was very unhappy, basically, that he breathes. That's what it came down to.
Yeah, and ultimately unhappy that I was trying to help you guys and having access to this knowledge and this information.
But I've never understood, y'all. Maybe y'all can tell me, because you're here. Why, if you fully disagree with somebody or something, or you don't like what you're hearing or what you're seeing, why wouldn't you just, I don't know, leave? I've never gone someplace and be like, it sucks
you're
here.
Right.
Let me stay.
You're right.
It's never made sense to me.
You know, you're not forced. I don't think, unless you're in some form of like Russian
Weird
prison camp and they're forcing you to watch our videos. Like odds are you made that choice. Unless it's on like a up next autoplay. But, But if you don't like it that much, I don't think YouTube would make you watch it.
No.
Like YouTube's.
This isn't like that movie Get Out where you're stuck in the chair and she's hypnotized you to sit there with your eyes open watching the screen until like it's not the same.
Yeah, YouTube is not trying to show you stuff you don't want to see. Like it's not conducive to keeping viewership and eyes on the platform longer so that they can continue to make more revenue. I digress. What are you laughing at?
Sarah, because it's right. So some dude in the comments on my video yesterday was like, oh wow, smart and beautiful. And Sarah goes, and married.
You know,
which I thought was hilarious. I loved it.
It's funny because I was actually reading my comments today, and one of them that popped up was like, yeah, Justin's a cutie. I'm like, what does that have anything to do with the content that we're making?
Justin?
Yeah.
I replied back to that one day. I was like, his wife agrees. His wife believes so as well.
Which we had a thank you for Justin and Lauren, entire family. Great food, barbecue, cookout. I don't know if it's a barbecue if you eat hibachi, but it was delicious, and it's up on his channel, so go check it out.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was fun.
I've wanted hibachi again since then, but I don't want to go anyplace. I just want to go back to Justin's backyard and ask him to cook again.
Side note, thank you everyone for sending emails, commenting, sharing, and I do get them. I do see them. Odds are I usually don't reply to comments, but I do see them, and I do try to address them as quickly as possible, perhaps maybe even incorporate some that I think really matter the most to everybody in helping them along and preparing for what's coming like soonest
sooner?
Most soonestest.
Most soony. That's not right. Charlene, honey, if we were making $1 billion, we wouldn't still be in the apartment.
I mean, if we were making $1 billion, would we still be in Destin?
Yes, because I love it here. Just so you know, yes. I don't really care about all those other tropical places. I like this panhandle section of the world.
It was a breath of fresh air coming back, heading west on I-10, getting out of the, like once we got past Tallahassee, it was just like, man, it's back to normal. Like Atlanta, Orlando, we were even in Sanford for a little bit, which people were like, Kevin, why'd you go to Sanford? Flat Six Motorsports, we went over there, we checked out John, got some goodies for the Porsche, but I'm glad to be back.
Oh yeah, you don't realize, so here's what's weird, and I know this is weird. grew up mainly in Georgia, both of us, and leaving to move to Florida, leaving the entire family behind, you think is going to be difficult. And it is for the first couple weeks, couple months. But then now it's like, this is home. Like in the very beginning, I'd say, oh, well, when we go home, and I would mean Georgia, when we go home to see the family. And now it's, well, when we go back to Georgia to see the family, cool. But when we get home, I want to do this, this, and this, because this is
And if
home.
the family wants to move to Destin,
Please come home.
by all means.
I've said that numerous times.
But oh yeah, the emails. Thank you. The emails, the comments. I got a lot of people who, we were in Atlanta for my birthday, and a lot of people wished happy birthday. Thank you guys so much. I really do appreciate that. Justin and Lauren for the not only the gifts, which I need to do a little fashion hall try
He
on.
got some shorts.
I need to do a little try on haul.
Who wears short
Maybe
shorts?
he got me that bottle of tequila.
He'll wear short shorts.
Maybe he got me that bottle of tequila.
So you wear those shorts.
Yeah,
They are short.
Yeah, I had to put
That's one of those.
it'd be redacted.
Look,
It'd be redacted.
Look, it's a pair of those shorts where you have to like bend down like this. You can't just like bend over because all your
Man.
goodies is falling out,
So,
sir.
but thank you guys for the comments, the wishes, but also thank you to Patrick Humphrey because he sent me an email and he said happy birthday as well. So I really do appreciate that.
Nobody told me happy
And
birthday.
he said, you didn't tell him it was your birthday. Did
Touche.
you?
I don't know.
I don't think you did.
I don't know.
But he was like, hey, I remember last year you said happy birthday on one of my videos.
Oh, yeah.
So he said it this year. So that was pretty cool. And he actually said we should get together and try to do a video together. So if you guys want to see that, drop a comment, let me know.
What else you got?
The biggest lie of all.
The biggest lie of
The
all?
biggest lie. Are y'all ready for the biggest? You know somebody got mad I did that one time?
Took your sunglasses
Man,
on? They also mad you had your sunglasses on.
They got mad because they're like, Kevin, that was too dramatic. And then the other ones are, I can't trust anybody who wears sunglasses.
If you don't like drama, don't watch me. I'm dramatic as I'll get out.
If you can't have fun, what's the point?
Ed Zachary.
But here's the deal. Schools teach and fools repeat, but they don't think.
Schools don't really teach though. Just in case y'all
Schools
care,
teach.
schools don't really teach.
And fools repeat, but don't think.
Okay, so you're saying the children in school, they're being taught and they're just repeating what they're taught, but they're not thinking about what they're being taught?
Bingo.
Okay, I'm on it.
They're taught what to thought, not. They're taught what to think, not how to think.
This bucket isn't even that strong, y'all, just so you know.
They're taught what to think, not how to think, and this is a problem.
Kid, you good over there?
Comment,
Go ahead.
comment. Let me know if anybody comments in the chat. Did you watch my video from this morning where I gave you a breakdown on the state of the economy, the banking system, and somebody actually just trying to get a car loan for a $12,000 used car? If you watch the video, you'll know what I'm talking about. I actually went into great detail on that because not everybody can go out and pay cash for a car, nor should they. But here's part of the problem. Schools teach, fools repeat, but don't think. Comment comes in. If you can't afford it, if you need a loan, that means you can't afford it.
That's stupid.
Schools teach, fools repeat, and
How
don't
many people
think.
have mortgages? Like,
So
a lot of
the
times.
comment comes in and says something like, if you need a loan, you can't afford it. You know, the only thing and I'm paraphrasing here, the only thing that I would even consider would be maybe a mortgage.
And a vehicle. They didn't think about vehicle?
Well, I mean, it was about that. It was about that.
Okay, so what about medical expenses? If it's a life-saving procedure, but you can't afford it, guess what? Get a loan on it. That doesn't make sense to me. Generally speaking, don't go out and spend all your money on a credit card to buy like shoes and shirts and
Thank you,
makeup.
Faith.
That's not important. But
All right, so
the other stuff.
But here's the deal. If you need a loan, odds are you can't afford it. This is the mentality of the broke. This is the mentality of the poor. This is the mentality of the ignorant. Okay, so let me break it down for you.
And
Okay,
those all three do not go together, so just understand that.
so you can be poor, but you can be educated.
Yes.
You know,
You can be rich and you can be ignorant as all get out.
Okay, but here's the deal, folks. The schools don't teach you how to be Jeff Bezos.
No.
The schools
Elon
don't teach
Musk.
you how to be Elon Musk. Okay? So why?
And we're just talking smart enough to make money, not weird little creepos. Just
No,
FYI.
we're talking about smart enough to make billions of dollars.
because
Okay,
they're both weird little creepos.
So if you think about it, what did these people do? What did these people do? What did their companies do? They leverage credit and debt to become super successful and super rich. Okay? Mm-hmm. So are you telling me that because Jeff Bezos went out and borrowed money to build Amazon warehouse distribution centers all over the world, to be, and Elon Musk borrowed money to build out all the companies that he has, but let's just focus on Tesla right now, that he couldn't afford it, so he shouldn't have ever done it?
We would be nowhere in life as a society, as a country, as a world, if that's how we thought.
Now,
Even
granted,
back in the day when it was like, let me barter, let me give you 10 cows, and you let me have your land or your daughter, or however you want to phrase this, and I'll figure out how to make you 20 cows. You know what I mean? Like, that's how it goes.
well, the key is that they didn't go out and borrow money that was too expensive to repay. They didn't go out and get this ridiculously high interest rate, which some businesses do. Some companies do. They take the risk, and maybe it works out for them. But if not, their backs are already against the wall. But Elon Musk actually uses his own companies as his bankroll, as his lines of credit, leveraging his stocks.
Selling his stocks, getting his money, turning around, investing the money from the stocks that he sold.
So the schools are teaching you, which honestly, the schools don't even really teach you not to get loans. I don't think the schools even touch on loans.
Schools barely even teach you 2 + 2 if you've seen the new math.
The schools are not teaching you how to be wealthy. They're not teaching you how to.
They're teaching you how to fall in line and be a soldier for the corporations
They're
and whatever
teaching
else.
you the core study and the syllabus and the macro and microeconomics books and econ, and that's it. But they're not actually teaching you. Yet you have these fools that are graduating and then repeating this regurgitated nonsense, potentially hurting others from having access to the truth, real information for which they can then make their own educated decisions based off of, that will suit them best. So if the car is $12,000, if the car is $20,000, if the car is $100,000, and interest rates are at 2% or less, why would I not
Get a loan.
borrow the money?
Definitely get a loan. Hold on to your cash monies.
Think about it like this. Let's just say you wanted to go out and start a business, a Turo business, an Uber business, a Lyft business, and you needed vehicles to do this, or Turo. Well, you could buy one. Let's just say you had $100,000 and you wanted to buy a $25,000 car. You can buy 4. Cool. Or if you had $100,000 and you only wanted to put a few $1,000s down, maybe you can get that fleet up to 10, and then you can exponentially increase your earning potential and growth with a minimal repayment as far as accrued interest, to build that business up, to then pay that off, own it free and clear, and then continue on growing your business.
Now, I have to say that a lot of people may not understand that kind of stuff because you're not taught that in schools. And if you don't have somebody in your life who thinks like that or understands that, it doesn't make you uneducated. It doesn't make you ignorant. Well, technically, I guess the word ignorant is right. It just means that you're unwillingly ignorant, unknowingly ignorant.
But you shouldn't run around screaming this from the mountaintops, commenting on videos saying, well, if you have to get a loan for it, you can't afford it.
But here's the thing. They think they're right because that's what they know. They don't realize there's another way. Now, if you were to go back in there with a comment and say, hey, listen, let me explain why that comment isn't necessarily accurate, maybe at the end they go, oh, wow, I didn't know that. Thanks for educating me. There we go. Or they come back like half the people do and go, fuck you. You're like, whatever.
All I'm saying, I'm not sitting here telling you that I know everything. What I am telling you is I'm sharing with you ideas, examples, information, and again, you do your own homework, you do your own research, and you make the decision that's best for you and what you're comfortable with after diving even further. But I'm not going to sit here and say, don't get a car loan. I'm not going to sit here and say, go get a car loan. I'm going to explain to you the pros and the cons on both sides.
Yeah.
But only you can decide what's best actually for you.
A $5,000 car loan at 15% interest, don't do it. If you have $5,000, pay cash. Save that 15% interest. You don't want to spend that kind of money. But it's different. $5,000 car loan at free interest, no interest, 0% APR. get the loan, hold on to your cash.
We
so
could
that you have
we
it.
could
It's
take this
just
down to a
okay.
very, very simple concept that a lot of people are probably familiar with, and it's, oh, I want to be a hot shot truck driver, or I want to be an owner operator truck driver, semi truck driver. Are you going to go out and spend 100 to 200 grand on your rig to get started, or are you going to go to the bank and borrow money so that you can get on the road, start making money, and repay it? Some of these ways, the former, a lot of people can't do. The latter, you can be up and running, ready to go, just like businesses. And that's the thing. People are not taught to think like businesses. And businesses right now, like I have been telling you guys for months, are going to be the ones that are going to survive this whole economic shift and cycle and reset. And if you want to know more about that, watch the video I put up this morning, because it's a big deal, folks.
I hear Gwen Stefani playing in the background.
I think that's the end of our live
Donna was
stream.
before that.
I think that's it.
Is that it?
Thanks you guys for joining.
Yeah, I gotta get home anyway. I have a lot of stuff to record. I left yesterday's video on Squirrel Tribe at a cliffhanger because it was just too much. It would have been 2 hours long, and I want to finish it because it's, y'all. You don't understand. When I start connecting dots, I get weirdly excited about it, but also slightly terrified at the same time. It's a weird feeling. But I have more dots today that are just, they're crazy.
Well, you guys make sure you tune in. Again, thank you guys for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you for your support, and I will see you guys real soon.
Okay, bye.
Bye.